Welcome to AdMaster Cloud, your all-in-one cloud-based traffic and billing solution. In this tutorial, we'll guide you through the first steps to set up your AdMaster Cloud account, configure initial settings, install the desktop app, and seamlessly integrate AdMaster with your playout software. We'll cover the initial settings, the ones that you need to apply to get everything up and running. There will be more settings to apply later for the administration and paperwork part, and we'll also have you covered with the tutorial video that demonstrates how you schedule the campaigns. Let's get started. First, let's kick things off by navigating to the AdMaster Cloud website. Open your browser and go to admaster.cloud. Once you're there, simply click on the Start Your Free Trial link to begin creating your AdMaster Cloud account. Now, on the next screen, you'll choose your preferred language from the drop-down menu. Fill in your first name, last name, and your email address. Be careful when typing your email address, so that we do not send the confirmation email to the wrong place. Create a secure password for your account. Take a moment to carefully review the terms and conditions, and when you're ready, agree to the terms. Finally, click the Create an Account button to proceed. Great! Now, check your email inbox. You should have received a confirmation email. Open it and click the Activate Account button to confirm your email address. Your account is now ready. Simply log in using the email address and password you provided during the registration process. Upon your first login, you'll be directed to a step-by-step guide for a seamless start. Click on the provided link to access the guide and follow the instructions. Let's get started with Step 1. The user interface for most languages has been translated using machine translation. You have the option to manually edit the translation, and we will use your contributions to enhance the accuracy of auto-translated content. Any changes you make will be immediately visible in your interface. However, for other users to see the updated translation, it will first need to be approved by our team. Your valuable input helps us improve the overall quality and usability of the software for users worldwide. The theme selector switches the colors from standard to dark mode and back. The font size selector can increase or decrease the commands on your screen, while the date format and first day of the week should be selected according to your regional settings. Once you've made your selection, click the Continue button to proceed to Step 2. This is where you'll add the stations you want to use AdMaster on, select the output format, and configure the commercial breaks. Start by clicking the Add a New Station link. Enter the station name and select the local time. Choose the output format for the traffic log you want for this station. We support all major playout software platforms. If yours isn't listed, no worries. You can add a new output format and configure it to suit your needs. Need help? Contact us for more information on this part of the setup. As you can see here, your station has been set successfully with default settings: 2 commercial breaks per hour, every day, no break duration limitation, no top-ups. For more control, click Commercial Break Settings to access advanced options. Now, let's explore what these advanced options are. This is the Commercial Break Setup window. By default, AdMaster has configured your breaks so that the settings are identical for the entire week. This means that if your station runs 2 commercial breaks per hour, you're running 2 breaks in any given hour throughout the entire week. Now, let's say you want to run 3 breaks per hour on Saturdays and keep 2 breaks per hour for the rest of the week. What do? You select the second option, and you can see that the weekly schedule has expanded to reveal the separate days. Let's click the arrow to expand Saturday and add 1 more break here. For more complex settings or to save time, you can copy any settings to be applied to another day. Using a similar logic, AdMaster allows you to configure each day and hour separately. So, if you're hosting a live event and want to skip the commercials for an hour or 2, you'll select the third option, Navigate through the week, and turn off the breaks that you want to be skipped or add additional breaks where necessary. With campaigns already running, If you need to skip some breaks because of a live event or add more breaks to match the clock of syndicated content, please note that AdMaster will automatically reschedule all your campaigns and create a new traffic log each time you change the commercial break settings. The number of plays will remain the same for all campaigns except those where you have specifically selected the hours and then turned off the breaks in these hours. Okay, so those were the settings that configure the break structure on your main program schedule. Now, let's see what settings we can apply for the breaks themselves. These settings will determine the behavior of the scheduling algorithm, so apply them very carefully and do not hesitate to contact us for clarifications or assistance. We'll start with break priority. It determines the order in which breaks are created by AdMaster. Priority 2 breaks are created and used when all Priority 1 breaks are full, while Priority 3 breaks are created after all Priority 1 and 2 breaks are full. If you leave the setting as is, all your breaks will have equal priority, and the scheduling algorithm will fill them up evenly. The next setting is the expected starting minute of a break. This value is used by some playout platforms to identify the commercial break within the hour. Such traffic log files will list the commercials for the entire day, so entries with a value such as 10:15 would mean that the spots should be played in the commercial break at 10:15 a.m. AdMaster cannot directly execute your breaks in your playout software. It creates the traffic log files with instructions on how and when to insert the breaks, and this setting may be required by your playout software. In other cases, the starting minute and second of a commercial break only provide you non-binding information and do not affect the traffic scheduling and log files. Now, let's explore backtiming. If you are backtiming the commercial break at the end of the hour, and your playout software requires information on the starting minute in the traffic log files, this information would vary in each break. Here's where you set AdMaster to prepare the backtiming calculation and add it to the traffic log. Please note, using this feature does not guarantee perfect backtiming. It only adds the starting minute to the traffic log files, and it's your playout that needs to support the backtiming and understand the command from the traffic log. By default, break duration is unlimited, and AdMaster will create breaks long enough to meet the number of plays specified in your campaign settings. If you want to control the duration of your breaks, remember that the scheduling algorithm won't decrease the number of plays you've set in your campaigns. Applying break duration limits when there are too many commercials can lead to scheduling conflicts and errors, requiring your manual resolution. The first setting is maximum break duration, which may or may not include station IDs and jingles. Here, it's set not to exceed 180 seconds. If you want it exactly at 180 seconds, you'll need to top it up. Breaks can be topped up with active spots or custom top-up files. However, note that while you can specify the breaks where a specific file can be used as a top-up, you can't determine the number of plays for a top-up file. To control the daily plays, schedule a campaign. For more information on specific settings, check the "What is this" pop-up. Now that we've set the commercial break structure and preferences, we're ready for the next step. Moving on to step 3, where you can optionally invite other users to access your account. These additional users can have various roles, such as admins with full access, or users, salespersons, or agencies with partial control. After the users accept your invitation, you'll find them listed in the existing users section. Concluding this setup, in the final step, you'll need to download the desktop client installation file and have it installed on your broadcast PC. Simply download and run the desktop client installation file. The installation process is quick and straightforward, taking only a few seconds. When you start the desktop app, you'll need to log in with your AdMaster Cloud credentials. Choose the station and point the application to the spots, traffic log, and broadcast log folders on your playout PC. If you've been following this tutorial from the beginning, there might be no traffic logs or spots to download from the AdMaster Cloud server at this point. You'll need to return to the cloud to create some. How? We'll guide you through it in another video. Just click the link on your screen. Great job! Your AdMaster Cloud account is now set up and ready to roll. All the settings you've chosen can be tweaked later in the settings menu. Now, it's time to switch to your playout or automation software and integrate the commercial breaks into your clocks or program schedule. For some popular playout platforms, we have separate tutorial videos available on our website. Thanks for joining us. We hope this guide has been helpful in configuring your account, stations, and commercial breaks. Remember, if you ever need assistance or have questions, our dedicated support team is always here to help, so feel free to reach out for any further guidance in using AdMaster Cloud. Best of luck with your broadcasts.